Yeah, the reason I want to talk about, we're not actually going to talk about It's a Sin because it's not out yet. But I don't know if you saw, but Russell T Davies has filmed some brand new Dalek scenes for his new Channel 4 drama. It's a Sin. Do 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 do
Dal,
do 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 do.
Tim, like, how much sugar have you had before recording this?
I haven't had any sugar, or well, I probably have, but not like sweets or anything. So, what do you think of that? He's filmed new Dalek scenes. That's exciting.
Well, so I'm guessing that means he's written Dalek scenes. I mean, my question is, in what context are Daleks going to be appearing in the show?
I
I mean,
think
I guess what period is the show set in? Is it set in the 80s?
it's set in the 80s, I believe. Yeah,
So, I mean, yeah, Doctor Who was on, so maybe there's going to be some kind of, I don't know, like sequence where one of the characters is on the set of Doctor Who, or there's some kind of dream sequence involving. I mean, I'm going to be watching the show, so I'll be able to report back exactly how and why Daleks are in the show.
yeah. It got me thinking though because I saw an interview where Stephen Moffat said that he still comes up with Doctor Who ideas, even though he's no longer showrunner. He's like, oh, that'd be such a good Doctor Who story. And Russell said he doesn't. He said he just doesn't think of Doctor Who ideas anymore. But would you like to see one of them or both of them return to do like, like when Russell was showrunner, Stephen would do like an episode every series or whatever.
Hmm.
Would you like to see that in Chibnall? So it's like, oh, we're doing a special episode and it's written by Russell T Davies.
Okay, I had a thought about this, and this is entirely a pipe dream. But what if, for the 60th, to just as a celebration of just kind of, Doctor Who and New Who and all that, what if they did like a 3-part special where part one was written by Russell, part two was written by Moffat, and part three was written by Chris Chibnall? A bit experimental, a bit out there, but just to see what the heck would happen.
Do you remember those drawings where you would like get a piece of paper and you'd fold it over and someone would draw a head and then the next person would
Yeah,
draw the body and it just gets worse as it goes along?
yeah, well, I mean, worse is subjective.
Yeah.
I just think it'd be great if like Russell threw in an idea, Stephen did something crazy with it because that's Stephen Moffat of all of them is probably the one who do the craziest thing, and then Chibnall would be like, "All right, let's see what I can do with this." And I just realized I'm describing the Star Wars sequel trilogy.
You are. It's basically just Stephen and Russell writing the Doctor into a corner every week where he cannot escape. And then
But
just
that'd be
giving it
so
to
much fun.
giving it to Chris Chibnall
And
going,
like
hey,
they're
get out of that one.
because they're not showrunners anymore. They don't really have any kind of responsibility or anything, so they could just go to town and have a blast. And you know what? Because it's a 60th, it would be like an anniversary special. I think it'd be cool. And like in each story, like in Russell's story, one of his doctors could come back. In Stephen's story, one of his doctors could come back, and then you have all three of them in Chibnall's story doing that. That's what I'd like to see.
Okay, well, maybe we'll pitch that to the BBC at our next meeting.
Well, no, actually, it'd be even better because by this point, Jodie probably won't be the Doctor. So then Jodie can come back for Chibnall's. It'll be a 4-Doctor story, which is like the Day of the Doctor times 2 if you don't count John Hurt or Tom Baker. Actually, I don't know, it's the exact same amount of Doctors. It's the exact same amount of Doctors.
Yeah, and all the other Doctors that they brought back when they were all stood on that cloud at the end?
Yeah, but like those were just like people. They just superimposed their faces on them.
No, they were the real Doctors.
No, I've seen the behind the scenes. It's just people.
They're the real Doctors, Harry.
That's right.
The real Doctors.
They brought John Pertwee, Patrick Troughton, and William Hartnell all back from the dead.
William Hartnell didn't want to
Just
do it,
that
so they got
shot.
Richard Turnbull, the priest. They got him back.